Hi, thanks for watching. Let's have a look at today's astrology, Tuesday the 24th of July 2018. And this has got to be the most intense week in July in terms of anything to do with astrology because it's all happening basically. Right now we are still in the sign of Sagittarius. That's right now as I'm doing this, by the way, which is 19 AM UTC +1, GMT +1 in UK. We've still got the Sagittarius moon. We're about to go void of course actually, about 2 minutes from now in UK time. We're going to go void of course, and then the moon's going to be in Capricorn, so that's the direction we're going in today. But as we go through the week, when we get to Friday the 27th, the moon gets to apogee, the furthest away she gets from the earth. There is actually an eclipse. Just before that, Mercury will have gone retrograde, and there's a full moon, as you might imagine as well. So it's a really kind of big change type of a week. Several things happening that involve a lot of energy, but I will be posting about that as we go through the week. I want to focus on the moon forecast that I usually do, and so right now the moon is on her way into Capricorn. Not much point in talking about the last couple of days in Sag. Basically formality goes up. People are a bit, I wouldn't say less friendly exactly, but you've got to kind of fit into your place, and you tend to be expected to perform to a particular level. Capricorn is a very sure-footed sign. If you Google around, you'll find pictures of goats up mountains. I was going to try and have one in there for the backdrop, but you know, dear me, internet and Mercury retrograde and things like that keep getting in the way of my plans, and I bet they keep getting in the way of yours as well. Nothing is straightforward at the moment, so the Capricorn's desire to have everything kind of cut and dried and to know what everyone's doing and to be absolutely sure of foot is not really going anywhere for the rest of the week, so there could be some frustration there if you ask me. Basically though, it's a good time to do things where you feel you can take responsibility and you pretty well know the way things are going. That's it. It's less good if you're really depending on someone else to be emotionally pliable or anything like that. It's also a time when if anyone's kind of trying to emotionally blackmail you, it will tend to come to the fore and come out. So interesting, really interesting changes going on. But that is the nature of this week, really. Now, let me see. The moon is actually going to enter Capricorn tonight UK time at 22:48, so that's 14:48 Pacific side of the States and Canada, and Eastern Daylight Time 17:48. The moon actually enters Capricorn, so much later in the day, more of a saggy day for you in that part of the world. You know, still generosity around, there's still a good deal of optimism, excuse me, and people are open. You know, it's a time of openness under a saggy moon. But that is really just in the States and Canada and on that side of the world at the moment. So really, as I say, the big news coming up on Friday the 27th is the full moon and the apogee, and the other big news, there's lots of it this week, is Mercury retrograde. We are on the last day now, on Tuesday the 24th of July 2018, we're on the very last day of Mercury retrograde pre-shadow phase intensified. There are only 2 days of it, but we've been in the pre-shadow phase itself since the 7th of July. We may have noticed difficulties around communication. We may be wondering what on earth's going on. We get to find out as we go on through the Mercury retrograde. But basically it's raising your awareness of something and you will become aware of it. I'm not aware of it. Who is? But no doubt we'll all know a little bit more about ourselves, about other people, and a bit more about the world we live in when we get to the end of Mercury retrograde. The most intense time of it is simply tomorrow, Wednesday the 25th, and Thursday the 26th, depending where you are in the world. Here in the UK it hits us on Thursday the 26th. This retrograde is actually in Leo, so we are going to see certain frustrations, and not just frustrations, you know, there can be good things and bad things, but this is going to work itself out, having a lot to do with people's tendency to be open or shut. We're all a little bit different like that, aren't we? There's kind of introverts at one end and extroverts at the other end. Everyone's a little bit of both usually, and it depends on that balance, how much you want to be out there and how much that is going to play into the Mercury retrograde astrological effects on your life. If that's what you're looking at, many people just totally ignore this. They have fine lives. Nothing wrong with that, but there is a lot more insight to be gained if we watch this. Mercury retrograde is absolutely nothing to be feared, but there we go. That isn't happening just yet. That's not here today. What is here today is right this minute the moon is trine Mercury, so communication is smooth flowing. Emotions are easier to express than usual, and things happen in a natural way where people are talking together. So a really good day in that sense. But you know, the big things are the Mercury retrograde, the full moon and the solar eclipse. Gosh, lots of things to make videos about. But in the meantime, that is the state of play today, with the moon at 89.3% full and actually still waxing, still gibbous. That full moon, 21:20 UK time on the 27th of July. So have a great day, friends. Keep it real, keep it out there. I have changed the name of the channel actually, but what we're going to do is pretty much the same old moon astrology and more unfolding stuff about astrology generally as we go along, because it's fascinating. Thanks for watching, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.